I'm Zeke Alexander, and I'm here to give you my season 7, episode 2 review of Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, we get into the episode. We start right off into the drama, back into the argument between Gizelle and Mia. Mia is like, fiercely defending herself, which she should, and telling Gizelle to go fuck herself, which I found hilarious. Yeah, she was doing way too motherfucking much, and I'm so glad that her best friend Jacqueline jumped in to help her out and yeah, to have her back, because clearly the whole group didn't. I mean, except for maybe Karen a little bit, but for the most part, everybody was like kind of second guessing her choice to share it on IG, social media, as like a cry for attention. Now, I might agree a little bit. It could have been a cry for attention. I wouldn't say she was, or well, not a cry for attention, a cry, just for sympathy. And I'm not mad about that. Like we all want some sympathy. Like she didn't know what if she could have cancer or not. Like Gizelle, calm the fuck down. Like find a man, do that. Then so everybody's going back and forth. Whatever. So Robin goes off and she's like, no. All y'all motherfuckers is around here talking about it. So y'all not just gonna come and get on me and Gizelle when everybody in this group was talking about it. So no. She was like, pipe that shit down. Like, no. Y'all own up to y'all shit because y'all were all talking about it. I wasn't the only one. No. Even Candiace in her confessional was like, that was the wrong way that Gizelle approached the situation. And I agree. Like, no, that was real stank. But, what can you expect from Gizelle? No storyline, messy ass Gizelle. Okay, so then Wendy jumps in the conversation. Wendy's like, who is this lady talking? Who is she? I don't mean no disrespect, but who are you? The girl was like, I'm Jacqueline, her best friend. She was like, oh, okay, no disrespect. I'm just trying to figure out who's talking. Who are you? We don't know you. So that cracked me up. I'm sorry. Then, that was that. She defended her and she told them, like, look, she doesn't know what's going on. She hasn't found out yet. So pipe down. Stop giving her all this drama. Y'all causing her more stress. Like, let it go. Pipe down. We got this. So then Charisse arrives. And of course, Karen is surprised, shocked, upset, I would say, because she didn't want her there, which she said in her confessional. Like, I didn't invite her, but somebody did. And then we find out it was Robin who invited her, which I know she was probably inviting her to be messy because clearly Karen does not feature this lady, but you're going to invite her ass anyway. So you were being messy, but I'm not mad about it. We all here to make that paycheck on that show. Well, y'all are there. I'm not on the show. Y'all there to make that paycheck on that show. So, you got to be messy and get you some screen time. So that's what you did. She gave her that fake ass hug. She ain't really want to hug her ass. We all can see that. We can all see she did not want to hug her. Like, it was like, okay, hey, bitch, get the fuck out. Why are you here? So, yeah. Oh my God. Like, when they showed Katie, I was like, what the fuck? Now, this is the Amistad moment. This was it. Not no other time. This was the Amistad moment. I don't know what the fuck was going on with them green contacts and that hair. Like, baby, put a texturizer in that shit so it would at least be a little curl to it. Like, it just was flat, looked dry. Girl, it looked a hot fucking mess. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I say she looked cute. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She didn't look cute. I don't agree. So fuck that shit. She goes over and she's greeting everybody. She greets Ray and she's kisses. I think she gave him a kiss, but she grabbed his ass. Like, why is she grabbing people's butts? Like, girl. And then we get that little confessional moment from Candiace talking about, look, leave the butt, or was it Gizelle? I don't know. I forget. One of the shady girls said, leave that butt grabbing to Michael Darby, sweetie. We don't do that. We don't need that here at this party. This is not a Michael Darby function. I mean, no. I will say that Ray is more attractive than G is. I don't know what Mia finds attractive about G. G is not attractive. G looks like her. He could be her fucking grandfather. All of our grandfathers. But no G baby. But that was just a little side note. But so we move on to that speech from Karen, which was unnecessary and confusing. Like, why? What was it about? What was it needed? It didn't correlate with anything, I guess. I don't know. And the party theme, a new life. I don't know. She just threw that shit together because she needed a party. She needed an event to host. So, yeah. It was cute, but that speech didn't make no motherfucking sense, girl. Like, no. So, we left the party. And then we move on to a scene about Candiace talking about freezing her eggs. She has her sister over the house. And they're talking about her freezing her eggs. And because, she's so busy, but she still wants to have a baby. And then her and her sister are drinking wine. So I'm like, isn't this the same girl that was giving Ashley all that grief when she was drinking beers while she said she was trying to get pregnant? And here she is talking about freezing her eggs, and she's over there tossing back glasses of wine. I'm hypocritical much, I think, I would say. Then she redeems herself. I gotta give it to her because later on in the episode, she did, when they were at the dance party, which I'll talk about in a minute. They were talking about how, she pulled out her sparkling grape juice. I'm sorry, she pulled out her sparkling grape juice and she drank that. So I was like, so she's on her shit. She's like, nah, because these motherfuckers are gonna come at me if they see me drinking wine when they know I'm trying to get pregnant. So she's on her shit. I see you, Candiace. I see you. Robin had a scene with Gizelle where she's explaining, like, girl, you ran your fucking mouth. Like, why did you tell that at the party? Like, that wasn't, like, common information that everybody needs to know, girl. Like, why did you do that? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought about it as it came out of my mouth. Like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said it. Like, yeah, girl, you shouldn't have said that because nobody knew. But based on her explanation of why Juan isn't on the lease, it doesn't prove Giselle's point. Because she said he was on the lease because they didn't want, his credit was jacked up and they didn't want the interest on the house to be high. So they left him off so they'd have a lower interest rate, which I completely agree with. I've been cool with. I understand it. But looks like, girl, you were partly the reason his credit was fucked up. So, yeah. I would see why she really didn't want that fact out there because, it really doesn't make anybody look good. But that is what it is. So then we move on to Gizelle she's still talking to, God damn it, Robin. I gotta get these names covered. She was talking to Robin about how Chris had asked her in his room to speak with her and how she felt uncomfortable because she thought that the makeup people were there but they weren't there, so she felt uncomfortable being in a room by herself alone with him. And he was just talking, I guess, about some stuff going on with him and Candiace or whatever. And Robin is like, girl, like, it's not that deep. Like, you're kind of blowing it out of proportion. Like, I don't think he's not that type of dude to try to do anything. He just probably just wanted to talk with you because y'all are friends. You might can give him some insight on what's going on with her or whatever. But I doubt he was trying to come on you, girl. And yeah, that's how everybody feels. Like, baby, your bestie. Don't even think that he wanted you, girl. Calm down. Like, you're reaching. You're really reaching. We see you, Gizelle. Mia has a scene with her best friend. Her and G, they're out at lunch at this new place called Colada. I want to try it out. It looks good. I've seen it around town before, so I want to check it out. They have she explains that he's like his G's second wife, but they never had sex. We don't even want to think about G having sex with you. We don't want to think about G having sex with her. No. We don't need that. We don't need to hear it. We don't need to know. Keep that for y'all. Again, as I reiterate, she is not attractive. No. Nobody wants to see him. Think about him naked. No. Okay. Anyway, so then we have a scene with Ashley where she is meeting up with Candiace, and she's telling Candiace about where he innocently, I believe it was innocent, where he had hit her up in her IG inbox, her DMs. And if anybody who knows about the DMs, the stories and the DMs, when you respond to somebody's story, it automatically goes into their DM. It doesn't like come up on the story that they ask you a question. The question, it comes up with a picture of your story with the question or comment or whatever that they put. It goes into your DM. So he wasn't trying to be fresh with you, girl. He just was responding to you. And so Candiace wasn't having it. Candiace was like, and what? Like, no, girl, like, no. So she was like, no. He was at work, and he was just reaching out to you, like he reaches out to all my friends to invite cool people to the bar where he works at, where he possibly is at until 3 o'clock in the morning. So him hitting you up at that time or whatever, or he might be there later, depending on what time they close. Yeah, but if he's hitting up at 2:30, so yeah, they might not close till like 4 or something. I don't know. But yeah, so she's like, he hitting you up because that's his bar, that's where he works, and he wants cool people to come out, hang out, and boost up the clientele. Not try to get into your panties, girl. Calm down. No, that's what he was doing. But I applaud Candiace. She handled herself very well. She didn't pop off. She didn't get loud. She presented a new half leaf today on this episode. I gotta give her props for that one, girl. You handled that well. I give it to you. So they ended it well. She was like, oh, okay, Ashley was like, I understand, it just seemed kind of odd because, I've never had a DM from him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So yeah, we get, no. He doesn't want you. Your husband barely wants you. So, I'm just saying. Allegedly. Allegedly he barely wants you. Allegedly. So then we move on to Ashley's dance class, where she gets a call or a message from Karen telling her that she won't be able to make it because she has a fever of 102. We don't believe it. No, we don't believe it. Because she found out, which they said they were having conversations about, she told the people that Karen was going to make it. They was like, why? And she was like, oh, because she has a fever. And then I think it was Robin who jumped in and was like, no, she's probably not coming because Sharice is coming. And she was like, and then they went into the scene where Sharice was talking to Robin about how she'd been hitting up Karen for days, and Karen's been giving her ghosts. She's been ghosting her. She's giving her nooch, nothing. Like, don't bother me, girl. Don't bother me, peasant. So, yeah, I believe that she's not coming to this event because she doesn't want to see Sharice, not because she has a damn fever. But that's allegedly. She said she had a fever. Okay, we believe you. In my opinion, I don't think she had no damn fever. Ashley then has a conversation with Gizelle. They're still talking about her separation and why she's getting a house in an LLC with a man she's supposed to be leaving, and then she, pops back at Giselle's like, oh, but didn't you get back with Jamal? And she was like, but yeah, that was 15 years ago. We were broke up 15 years. She was like, and so Pat or Love or whatever has a time, a statute of limitations. So they had that little spat. Blah blah blah. They move on. Everybody else arrives. There's a few latecomers. I think Wendy was the last to arrive. Sharice showed up in there with her little kitten heels child to dancing. But I mean, she did it. It was cute. It was working. So I can't say too much about it. They all gave it their best effort, and they looks like they had fun. So it was a cute moment. Then, so we move to the end of the class, and Gizelle decides to pull Candiace aside and shares what she explained to Robin and about Chris's actions. and at the hotel room that time. So Candiace, she's listening, being very calm, collected, not flying off the handle or anything. And but she's like, where is this? Is this really the storyline that y'all trying to do with me right now? Like, she was like, wait a minute. So she gets upset and tells Gizelle, pretty much tells her that she's being ridiculous, girl. He don't want you like that. Like, no, like, stop. You're reaching. You're really, really reaching. And she was like, no, Chris looks at all my friends as sisters. He would not try to come on or sleep with or do anything like that with any of my friends. So no, girl, you're barking up the wrong damn tree. Stop it. So then she goes out and she's searching for, like, where's Eric? I need to speak to Eric. She was like, no, so this is the storyline. They get in the bathroom. She's like, this is the storyline that y'all trying to play with me, with my man, with my husband. She was like, no. This ain't what you want. This is like, my husband don't do that. You want people out here grabbing asses and shit? Go to Michael Darby. That's their storyline. That ain't here. And that's how it ended. And then it goes to be continued. And so we will see what is going to happen on this next episode. To be continued, babes. It looks like these episodes are giving us what we want, what we've been missing, what we haven't been getting from Atlanta. I'm here for it. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Zeke Alexander again. Please like, comment, and share or dislike if you feel. I need to get my numbers up. I need these analytics going for me. But please tune in again. Thank you, and bye.